The battle with the puppets was quite spectacular. Xiao Yan and his team fought one of them together with combined strength. These Banshang puppets were very interesting, each possessing its own unique technique, and, in addition, they could even create subspaces. Gradually, the powers of experts at the level of half-saint, Banshang, were revealed in more detail. This battle looked even better than the one with the beasts, a really good level of action. By the way, in the Donghua, Gu Suner was finally shown with the Do Zun ring behind her back. Earlier, when she fought, for some reason, it was not visible. Xiao Yan displayed unimaginable power when, in his golden giant form, he summoned the dragon armor and various techniques. It had been a long time since he last used the legendary eightfold explosion. After that, Xiao Yan faced the illusion of the ancient Bodhi tree. When he overcame it, he helped the tree and received the opportunity to experience 100 reincarnations. Through that, he reached the peak of the Do Zun realm, 9th stage, 9 stars. However, the Hun clan, represented by Han Yu, and the Heavenly Phoenix tribe were not pleased with this outcome, especially because Xiao Yan refused to hand over the Bodhisattva seeds that the ancient tree had given him as a token of gratitude. Xiao Yan divided those seeds among his companions, giving them to Gu Suner, Kai Lin, Yun Yun, and the others. He kept 11 of the more than 20 seeds for himself. Since it was Xiao Yan who helped the ancient Bodhi tree free itself from the negative emotions of the Dark God, it was up to him to decide what to do with the seeds. Should he really give them to his enemies, the Hun clan and the Heavenly Phoenix tribe? Enraged, they launched an attack on Xiao Yan. Gu Suner and the others engaged Jiufeng and his followers, while Xiao Yan himself fought against Han Yu. Perhaps you thought Xiao Yan would easily defeat him, but it wasn't that simple. A terrifying expert from the Hall of Souls would soon intervene. We'll get to that later. So, right beside the Bodhi tree, after Xiao Yan came out of meditation, the battle began. Jiufeng's killing intent filled the eyes of many experts. Powerful Do Chi beams screamed through the air toward Gu Suner's group. But the members of the Gu clan, including Suner and the generals, were much stronger than them. Han Yu also attacked Xiao Yan. He mentioned the jade of the ancient god Tu Shi. Xiao Yan laughed and said, "You want it? Come and take it." The battle between them began. How strong had Xiao Yan become, having reached the absolute peak of Do Zun, just a step away from half-saint? Han Yu's face darkened immediately after Xiao Yan's first strike. He was shocked to realize that Xiao Yan's strength had grown so overwhelmingly powerful. Xiao Yan took a step forward, and an incomparably mighty aura burst from his body. The moment it appeared, it enveloped the entire space around them. Everyone instantly felt the crushing pressure. The 9th stage of Do Zun? When Han Yu sensed that enormous power, his expression completely changed. He stared at Xiao Yan in disbelief. Everyone knew that just a month ago, Xiao Yan did not possess such strength. Han Yu went to extremes. He activated his clan's tattoo, and his aura also soared, almost reaching Xiao Yan's level. He instantly reached the 8th stage. Unfortunately, that was still not enough. Xiao Yan only shook his head. Han Yu then used the Hun clan's secret art, a dark and chilling seal. But the black hand that gathered nearly all of his Do Chi was effortlessly torn apart by Xiao Yan's fiery palm strike. That power completely crushed Han Yu's attack. It was simply on a different level. Han Yu was stunned because his hand attack contained dark, cold energy capable of corroding the soul itself. Yet its might proved insignificant before Xiao Yan. Then, the heavenly flame formed a massive fiery hand, which shot toward Han Yu at lightning speed. His Do Chi had no time to form a defense. His body was thrown backward and crashed to the ground. In the end, Xiao Yan severely injured Han Yu with just a single palm strike. After Han Yu was sent flying, Xiao Yan looked over the chaotic battlefield where his companions were fighting. He swung his hands several times through the air, and waves of terrifying flames struck several more experts from the Hun clan and the Heavenly Phoenix tribe. Jiufeng saw Han Yu lying on the ground and could not tell whether he was still alive. Han Yu had actually lost so quickly? A dreadful unease rose in Jiufeng's heart. Even he couldn't have defeated Han Yu in such a short time, yet in barely 10 minutes, Han Yu looked like a dead dog at Xiao Yan's feet. Jiufeng realized that Xiao Yan had already become extremely powerful. Only the great elders of his tribe would be able to kill him now. But what would Xiao Yan do with Han Yu? He decided to eliminate this dangerous opponent. The Han clan was his enemy. Han Yu was one of the most outstanding talents among the younger generation of the Han clan. If Xiao Yan killed him, even the Han clan itself would feel the loss. Since that was the case, Xiao Yan could not possibly let them go. Just as Xiao Yan resolved to bury their entire group here, a crack suddenly appeared in the surrounding area. Xiao Yan was startled by the spatial fluctuations. The ancient Bodhi tree could not remain in this world forever. Soon it would once again sink into the earth. This caused some panic. The experts of the Han clan quickly retreated from the battlefield, lifting Han Yu and regrouping with the Heavenly Phoenix tribe. Han Yu's camp now stood opposite Xiao Yan's group. Suddenly, a massive crack appeared, and from it burst a bright pillar of light. The extremely stable space began to rupture with thousands of holes. Outside, Nalan Yenran, Qing Lin, and the others saw the figures of experts emerging. Xiao Yan and Gu Suner's group took a deep breath of fresh air. When the last person exited, the ancient Bodhi tree began to tremble and slowly sank into the ground. Xiao Yan had obtained not only the Bodhisattva seeds but also an emerald, crystal-clear heart, the legendary Bodhisattva heart. However, he had not yet purified it. Once he did, he would be able to advance to the Saint Realm. Xiao Yan sighed quietly as he watched the ancient Bodhi tree completely disappear. At that moment, the space around him suddenly became highly distorted, as if they were sealed inside a prison. Xiao Yan became extremely serious. He saw Han Yu and Jiufeng summoning an immense spatial force. As a result, the spatial rupture spread, and a black hole appeared. From it, a terrifying aura emerged. Everyone present felt that dreadful aura, an elite half-saint. Xiao Yan gritted his teeth. Han Yu and Jiufeng hadn't given up. They were summoning an expert from their clan. Xiao Yan tried to stop them from creating the portal, but before he could release the heavenly flame, a white bone hand shot out from the spatial rift. It dispersed his flame attack with ease. An aged voice addressed Han Yu. Unexpected, even you failed to kill that boy from the Xiao clan. Then, an old man in gray-white robes slowly stepped out of the rift, appearing before everyone. The elder was hunched over, leaning on a bone staff. His eyes were deep, emitting a calm green glow that gave him an eerie, sinister presence. Han Yu had used spatial jade to summon Elder Gu Yu, Bones. But this Gu Yu had nothing to do with the Gu clan. Xiao Yan frowned. It seemed he would have to fight a living half-saint today. General Gu Qingyang sensed the danger. The Gu clan had a countermeasure for such situations. But when Gu Qingyang broke his spatial jade slip to summon the Gu clan elders, he was shocked to find no spatial fluctuations appearing at all. Why? Because the surrounding space had already been sealed by the heavenly phoenix projection summoned by Jiufeng. No spatial signal could escape from here. Gu Suner shook her head. A grim situation indeed. We'll continue this in the next video. As always, let's get lots of likes so the continuation comes out soon. Thank you all for watching. Write in the comments what you think about Xiao Yan's new power at the peak of Do Zun. Subscribe, leave a like, and see you next time.